Welcome to the St. Benedict's Episcopal School podcast, planting seeds, cultivating critical thinking, creativity, community, and lifelong learning. Here we'll take you on a transformative journey into the inner workings of this unique school and the people behind it. So sit up straight, school's in. And here's your host and head of school, Father Brian Sullivan.
Get ready, Planting Seeds podcast listeners, because a truly extraordinary guest is joining us today. I'm beyond excited to introduce Laksha Shroff, a shining star who graduated from St. Benedict's Episcopal School in 2022. Laksha is not your average graduate. She's a student athlete who exemplifies dedication and passion. On top of her impressive athletic achievements at her new school, she has a heart full of compassion and a drive to positively impact the world. Laksha's humanitarian spirit is blossoming, and she's on a mission to help those in need and create a better future for everyone. As a young scholar, Laksha has proven time and again that hard work pays off. Her commitment to academic excellence was recognized through the Smyrna Mayor's Award, Education Award, a well-deserved honor bestowed on her in 2022 when she was with us. She proudly represented St. Benedict's Episcopal School as a recipient of their Outstanding Student Award. What's even more incredible is that Laksha's connection to St. Benedict's goes beyond her graduation. She remains an integral part of our school's vibrant community, demonstrating her unwavering loyalty and dedication and her love for children. Now, prepare yourselves for an uplifting conversation as we delve into Laksha's experiences, insights, and the incredible journey she embarked on as a student here and beyond. It's an honor to have her here, and I can't wait for you all to be inspired by her remarkable story. So are you ready, Laksha?
I am more than ready. I'm very excited.
Awesome. I've really been looking forward to this. You said you just got back from a cruise?
Yes, an Alaskan cruise with my entire family. I just met cousins who I haven't met before.
Oh, that is so cool. Well, very good.
Yes.
Well, again, welcome. Where are you now in high school?
I'm currently at Campbell IB, so the IB program at Campbell High School.
And obviously you graduated from St. Benedict's. When did you first enroll at St. Benedict's? What age were you?
I think I was 4 years old. I started in preschool and went all the way up till 8th grade.
That is amazing. The school grew as you grew, obviously. You were one of the first people to see the school continue to grow. What are some of your fondest memories?
My fondest memories. I think in 5th grade, we did a drama showcase, and I got to read like a poem out to all the parents and all the kids. And I remember being so excited for that. And that's something that I think helped me grow my confidence a lot after that. It made me realize how much I enjoy public speaking and talking to people. And that really helped me get out of my shell. That's one of my fondest memories. And then I think the 8th grade retreat. I got closer with girls who I really wasn't all that close with in 8th grade. And I think it really solidified those bonds from St. Benedict's.
Yeah, I remember when you guys came back and how much closer you were. It was like you went from I can't wait to get out of here to I don't want to leave.
Oh, definitely. The last day I was crying so hard I did not want to leave.
Oh, you guys are amazing. All right. So how did St. Benedict's prepare you for your future?
I think it really gave me a safe space to, I think, grow as a person and discover myself. And that safe, close-knit community gave me so much support growing up that I never felt judged by anyone or like I couldn't do anything. And it really gave me it let my confidence grow growing up, like preparing me to go to high school and meet new people and start new things. I think growing up in that community allowed me to do that.
Cool. And I know St. Benedict's is a very small community compared to Campbell.
Yes.
Even in the small community, it prepared you?
I think so. I think the small community is what prepared me. Like I said, every single person at St. B's, they look out for each other. The kids who are younger, the kids who are older, all the teachers, everyone you talk to, they just have such a kind spirit and soul to them. And it really just made me feel so comfortable every day to school. I was never worried about if someone was judging me or if this would happen or that. And I knew I could turn to any teacher. And that was just such a fabulous community to grow up in.
Cool. Well, you've accomplished so much during your time here at St. Benedict's, but you're being a dedicated student athlete now at Campbell, has given you prestigious awards like the Smyrna Mayor's Award that we talked about. How did these experiences shape your perspective on balancing academics, athletics, and I think one of the things you're most known for here at St. Benedict's was your impact on the community?
So for me, I think St. B's is one of the main things that put that seed in me to help the community and want to help others. I really learned so much about compassion and loving others just by growing up at St. B's. And then there was always such a good work and fun balance at St. B's. Teachers, they really taught us how to manage our time and make sure that we're still exploring things that bring us joy and allow us to grow as people, but also excel in our academics. So I think having teachers who are so supportive really helps with that.
Awesome. And I know that passion for humanitarian work and helping others, you did a lot during the pandemic too, for example.
Yes,
could you share more about that time or any specific project or initiative you've been involved in that has impacted you and the community?
Mm-hmm. So over quarantine, I've always had a passion for crafting and sewing especially. So I've loved sitting behind sewing machines since I was little and creating whatever I could. So when COVID hit, I knew I wanted to use that to help others. So I sewed a bunch of different masks with scrap fabrics I had, and I just experimented making different types. And then I made a flyer. And I called my little charity that I made Happily Ever After. So I went and I'd give my friends and families, I put it in their mailbox, I'd give them the flyer and a mask in a plastic baggie. And I think I put wipes in there too and gloves. And essentially on the flyer, I said, here's a mask that I made. I would appreciate any amount of donations to give out to local food banks. So that's what I did. I just went around giving it to acquaintances and friends and family and just asking for donations in return. And that allowed me to raise, I think, around $3,000 to donate to a local food bank. And I went and I helped out there during those times because there's so many families struggling during the pandemic. And I really wanted to help however I could.
Now, I know you made some out of used, was it used uniforms? Hopefully it was used uniforms.
Yeah, they were used uniforms. So I remember seeing teachers and people wearing the St. B's mask that I had made out of the old skirts and things. And I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, it was very fun to have. I think you brought them even on the first day. I was like, oh, right. If we ever need a mask, this is it. Although I don't think they were built for somebody my size. They were mostly for kids.
I think so, yeah. I tried to make two sizes, but I don't know how well that one worked.
Since you've been involved and you've had that experience, what do you think is important about being active in your community if you were going to talk to other students or even adults?
I think it is so important to give back in any way you can. For me, I've always been a very sensitive person. So seeing other people struggle in things, I feel a need to help out however I can, even just little things. I think it is so important to just help others and be as kind as you can, even small acts of kindness. So I think it really gives you a sense of self, right? It reminds you what your values are and how you can help people. But if you're really into sports, you can help athletes who need better training. If you're really into academics, you can tutor younger kids. There's so many different ways you can help. And for me, I've always had a soft spot for families and children, little kids struggling. So that's something that I've always helped out with. And I think it really has shaped me to the person I am and helped me build such strong morals and values at a young age.
Well, you were a very good example here at St. Benedict's for all the other students who just saw, even in the middle of COVID, that you were able to do things that most of us were just sitting home waiting for it to end. You were helping out. So thanks for all you've done. So St. Benedict's prides itself on creating young scholars who are confident leaders in the world. How did St. Benedict's prepare you as a leader in the ability to lead?
St. B's gave me a space to explore any way I wanted to be a leader. In 8th grade, me and I think 2 or 3 other friends, we started a club. And St. B's gave us the space to that. We called it a wellness club. We were all about mental and physical health. So we'd have everyone bring in healthy snacks and we'd talk about our feelings. And I think there was 12 or 13 kids in the club. And I sat around, I had a book full of questions. I tried my best to get everyone to open up and talk. And I had everyone bring in their favorite healthy snacks and we'd go on walks and things. And I think that was such an amazing experience, and it really allowed me to explore my own leadership positions and how I fit in that type of dynamic. And that was a really great growing experience for me. And then also in 8th grade, I had an amazing English teacher, Miss Green, and she had us do Socratic seminars, and she allowed us to speak freely in class and voice our opinions on things we were reading, things we were writing. And that also helped me grow a lot in my leadership positions. It gave me the confidence to speak my mind, my opinions.
Yeah, I think a lot of graduates still talk about the Socratic lessons that they learned from Miss Green. Mm-hmm. And yes, I can remember when
amazing.
Yeah, she is. I can remember when you came to me and asked me about the wellness group. And if the listeners can put themselves in my shoes after COVID, having a student come to you and say, can I do a wellness group? Is there any other answer but yes? how soon? So thanks for what you did. It was fun watching you all out on the field, just meeting and doing your thing. So I think you added a lot to that year as we were all trying to get back to whatever new normal meant to us then. So not only have you been active in your community, but you also managed the time to be a successful student athlete. What sports did you play here at St. Benedict's, which I don't know if you did, and which sports
I did that.
Are you currently active in at Campbell? And say a little bit about how and why you didn't here, and then what made you want to do that there.
I think at St. B's, it was just never something that interests me growing up. I mean, I still am. I've always been a very crafty and artsy girl, and I never saw myself as an athlete at all. And then this year, a couple of friends just told me to try out for the swim team. And I was like, all right, why not? And I joined. And I think that is one of the best decisions ever. I had the best season ever. I made so many friends. It gave me that sense of community again. And I just really enjoyed it. And it gave me a place to clear my mind. And it was such a good, relaxing thing to do after school every day. And then I joined the golf team too, which I think the same thing, same benefits. Yeah, it was fun. So the golf team was a lot of fun. They were both so much fun. I think at St. B's, it wasn't anything that St. B's did or the people or anything. It was just never something that interests me.
Right. And have you been able to take that experience into the classroom? Being on the swim team, obviously social pieces and that kind of thing, but confidence you mentioned. Anything else that you take into the classroom now that you're an athlete? It
gave me a better mindset about teamwork and teammates and how to work together with other people and how to really be there for other people and try to share your experiences and help others. And I think that's something I definitely have brought into the classroom, even when working on group projects or anything like that.
Awesome. This is one of my favorite questions to ask graduates because what we do here at St. Benedict's, as you said, sports isn't huge here, but what we do really well is within the four walls and preparing people for their future in academics. What kind of academic achievements have you had since you left St. Benedict's?
So I got into the IB program, which is an academic program. So I think that was a great accomplishment for me. And I've joined a lot of different academic clubs and things, but also I think just as a student, I've grown a lot. I've always loved reading and writing, but this year's, really in 8th grade, Miss Green sparked that in me. And it really gave me that foundation to get more to explore academically, how much I enjoy reading and writing. And this year I've really gotten to flourish with that. And I've been so impressed with myself and how much I've grown in the past year with Spanish and English. Because again, St. B's had such a good foundation for Spanish. I mean, Spanish is the hardest class I've ever taken at IB. And that foundation that St. B's gave me was so helpful and so amazing. It gave me so much confidence in my speaking skills and things.
Awesome. Well, it's incredible to hear that you've contributed so much to the world and that you continue to make St. Benedict's part of your community as a member, even as a graduate and alumni. How has your connection to St. Benedict's influenced your personal and professional growth? And how do you envision contributing to the school's mission in the future?
So for me, staying connected to the school and the way it shaped me is every summer, since 5th grade, actually, I've been going back to volunteer at the preschool. So it's with my preschool teacher, my preschool Spanish teacher, Miss Martha. She's my favorite person in the entire world. And I'd always been really close to her growing up, and getting to go back every summer and interact with the same kids again, just seeing them grow and just getting to be back at the school has been so great. And it's giving me a piece of who I am, just getting to help out whoever I can. And I love little kids so much. So it really I remember I posted on my story and I was like, my favorite part of the summer, and it was a selfie with a couple of the little kids. And all my friends were like, what? Why is it that fun? And I'm like, no, it's those summers really, they make me feel so happy and so fulfilled. And I love that I still have that community. And I always will. And I plan to come back every summer for as long as I can.
Well, this is a really, really good time for me as head of school to be able to reconnect to students, not just as they are teaching in the smartest class in the summer, but just to see where they are and how they're doing. And thank you all for tuning in to this inspiring episode of Planting Seeds podcast. We've had the privilege of hearing from this exceptional young woman, Laksha Shroff, a graduate at St. Benedict's Episcopal School, student athlete, budding humanitarian, and young scholar. Laksha's dedication, passion, and commitment to making a positive impact have left all of us, her classmates, her teachers, I can't wait for Mrs. Green to hear this, feeling inspired and motivated to create change in our own lives and communities. We hope you gained some valuable insights from Laksha's experiences as she shared her journey of balancing academics, athletics, and humanitarian work. Her dedication to helping others serves as a shining example of how one person, you, Laksha, can make a significant difference in the world. Remember to stay connected with us on social media and subscribe to our podcast for more inspiring conversations with remarkable individuals like Laksha. Together, let's continue planting seeds of positive change and nurturing them to flourish. Until next time, keep spreading kindness, passion, and love. So this is a great experience. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Planting Seeds, Cultivating Critical Thinking, Creativity, Community, and Lifelong Learning with your host, Father Brian Sullivan. To find out more about St. Benedict's Episcopal School, visit stbs.org.